So a month or so before my dad and I's big trip, we decided to head over to Talula River in Georgia, and we got set up and we made ourselves a little friend. Um, I don't know what his name was, but he was all alone. Oh, so sad. So yeah, it's right on the river. Um, the river was freezing, but it was pretty neat nonetheless. So nice to have nature. So nice to see something like just so happy by itself, you know? Like being alone's pretty cool, you know, that's nice. Speaking of alone, this guy was alone. You know, we don't have any service out there. We can't really call anybody. And we'd love to help him out in any way, but we just don't have any kind of resources and we're not leaving soon. So he just kind of laid there and hung out. And it's kind of bad to feed a dog because he won't leave, and we don't know his temperament. Anyway, so it's time to eat. Um, Sadly for us only, he was pretty excited even though he wasn't enjoying it with us. Poor dude. But then we decided to go for a hike up the river. Very nice place, a lot of cool stuff. So happens that he found a partner. Okay, so then there was some stones, stacked stones. How neat is that? We were hoping to see some fish. We ended up seeing a pair of fish, two happy, engaged fish with a life ahead of them. And then we saw some streams. We saw two streams flow into each other and become one. But so we sat there and enjoyed it, and then we decided to get back and bathe. So we hung everything up to dry, and I really enjoyed being in that river. I had an idea that you'll hear about later. So it's time to get ready for dinner at this point. We chopped up some potatoes, and you know what? There was just so much nature. My dad's been to this place a few times, and he really liked it. And that was probably one of the smallest cardinals that I have ever seen. Yeah, we're having steak and potatoes. Chia. Uh, we cleaned everything. Do not worry. Um, but yeah, we got ourselves a nice sear, and then we sat down, and we had a time. Let me tell you what. It was pretty dark. Had our headlamps, obviously. But when we finished, we sat by the fire, hung out, and took everything in. For this tonight, I was in my cot in the back of the truck underneath the weather tent. All of a sudden, it was morning, and it's time to eat breakfast. Yeah, sausage, egg, English muffin. Yeah, good stuff. So we eventually started another hike. Now, this was a separate hike than we did the other day. Um, and this goes up a, it's feeding the river. What we hiked was the larger river. This is feeding into like a separate part, kind of like a whatever it's called, watershed. Yeah. So we decided we couldn't go anymore. Woo! We got all the way back down to where my dad was, and it was kind of treacherous here, but we saw some nature, fucking nasty. And so I was like, ooh, remember I said I had an idea? Well, I really wanted to hang out in the hammock, but the river was so neat, I decided, hey, can I, kind of float down it? Is it deep enough? So I looked at, where I could go, and I decided that, yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. So you can see me coming on the right hand of your screen there. I'm on my stomach kind of Superman style because it was pretty shallow. I scraped my knee just slightly, but you know what? It was a damn good time. So here I'm trying to, oh look, I do it again. I'm trying to show my dad. I'm like, come on, try it. He was scared shitless, but not really. He actually had to shit, so he went. And then I just was kind of hanging out. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I was just looking at stuff, walking around, sitting down, and oh, he's back. Okay, so oh look, he tried it. Yep, this video was like 40 something minutes long. Like I ain't making you sit through that. Sheesh. But we explored a little bit. We went up uh, the river a little bit more. Checked out the other side of the bank. And yeah, that was that. Hung out in the hammock, dude. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Um, After that, we ended up playing some backgammon. Pretty sure my dad won. Everybody was entertained. Absolutely no one was bored, and we had a good time. So for dinner tonight, we're having chicken wings over the fire, obviously. Look at the crust on that. Ugh, so good. Um, every time that we go camping, any trip, usually on the second day, we have chicken wings because we let them thaw out. Anyway, dude, just so good. Like, wish I could have them right now. Um, as we were eating, I was talking about how much I love the hammock, and my dad mentioned he used to sleep in it, so it was time to get in the hammock. We made it up for my bed. I put the mattress in there, in the sleeping bag, boom. So we went to bed. I took a gummy, and this was my view with the flash on, and this is my actual view without the flash. This is the first time I ever saw a satellite, and I thought I was tripping nuts because it looks just like a star, but it moves, and it's definitely not an airplane. But that was really neat. So yeah, that was that Talula River campground. We packed everything up. We ended up getting visited by that camp host, and we talked to him for a little bit, and then that was that. Thanks for watching.